Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. My name is Rudy. You're watching Alpha Investments, and I think this is the last video in my box opening queue here that I'm filming for my patron Kent, all the way in Holt, Michigan. We are returning to the infamous, one of the most devastating, boom and bust, destructive, card store destroying Weiss sets that happened in the 2021 boom and bust era. Okay? I cannot emphasize to you all enough. We're going to do 6 boxes like we do with all Weiss sets to make sure we get a good sample size. This set was such a big deal when it came out. And then it got absolutely annihilated because stores over-ordered during the infamous boom and money machine go burr era. And it caused substantial damages and losses. Store cost, my cost, for these boxes, as with all Weiss boxes, is around that $50, $52, $53 a box price range. And these things, the problem was the market over-requested. Oh, geez. Okay. Well, that's a nice little start to a video here. Pack 1, Kent, beautiful SR over here, 3rd Division Vice Captain. Wow. Okay, that's a nice little start. I've never had that happen before. We opened 1 pack of. All right, the great video. We're going to call it quits there. And pack 2? No one's losing? All right, that's a little. I'm not gonna lie. It's a little weird that we opened 2 packs and we have 2 SRs in 2 packs. I've never seen that before. Okay, I'm assuming that was just a glitch and that's not going to happen again. Yeah, okay, so we're back to normal. What on earth just happened? So, okay. So that was one of the most bizarre starts to, I don't know, a box opening, double rare there. A box opening video in queue I've ever seen. Huh. I don't think I've ever had that happen. And all the times I've done box opening, another double, wow, really? Another double rare. So the first 2 packs we had SRs, the next 2 packs we have double rares, and that's incredibly improbable. Wow, this is a really good box opening. Are we finally to a normal pack? Okay, so now we're finally to a normal pack. Holy smokes. Anyways, I mostly wanted to go over the story of Tokyo Revengers and what happened when this product came out, because I like to do this box opening, Climax Rare and Climax Common in the back there. I like to kind of go back in these sets like once or twice a year and kind of give you guys a reminder of what happened, what's going on, and, well, the stories of the past that people may not be aware of. So, do these have dates on the bottom? They do not. Okay. I was going to tell you. So, anyways, when this product, double rare, when this thing came out, this was during the era that stores were over-ordering everything. Every company was over-printing, including Magic and Pokemon, including Weiss, and everything was distorted because, oh, what is she? Impatient to be an adult. What is Emma doing? She looks very healthy. I like the hair, and although, again, you guys know I get very concerned about the bra strap. You know, I don't want that to be too tight. That could be a safety circulation issue there. So that does make me a little nervous, but she does seem to be in good health, which is the most important thing. Anyways, this product was one of the things that many stores who've never carried Weiss before just ordered like hundreds of boxes and had no outlet to sell them. They just thought they could flip them. Another double rare there. They thought they could just flip these boxes for, you know, $100, $150 like at release because everything was just going crazy. And because of that, you know, Bushy Road, which, you know, owns Weiss there. Beautiful little single right there. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice. Bushy Road, which owns Weiss, well, they took everyone's advice there. They ramped up the print run like every card game did. And the print run of, you know, Tokyo Revengers was like double to triple what it should have been. So because of that, by the time the pre-orders and by the time by the time the pre-orders that people in stores sent in went to the printer and this product was made and the product released, the market had already started its bear market. The bear market had already kind of kicked in. So the orders and pre-orders in stores were over-ordering this product during the boom. By the time it was printed and released, the bear market had kicked in. And so starting off with a double rare box too. And because of that, stores went into a panic mode, and too many of these things, well, were printed and made, which caused substantial long-term damage, and it stunted the growth of this product for the last couple of years. Now, is this an absolutely terrible Weiss set? It's definitely not one of the best Weiss sets. It's definitely not my favorite. But, you know, I have patrons, and many of you all who watch this stuff, we're big fans of the old Revengers there. But at the same time, when you overprint anything, you're going to stunt the growth, and you're going to cause long-term damage. And it's going to cause a lot longer for markets to recalibrate, to stabilize, to come back. You know, you have a lot of side effects. And this is one of those sets that, well, you know, this is a poster child for the era of overprinting and what went wrong. And, you know, I do think, you know, as we've seen in the last 2-3 years, this product continues to thin out online, and the prices have stabilized, and the amount of people trying to unload their sealed product and the sets and things have kind of reduced. But it's a very important lesson of what we all went through. And God, a lot of double rares. And it's also a very important lesson to remind everybody that, you know, when things are kind of on easy mode and people feel that you can't do anything wrong and everything's perfect, and, you know, there's a lot more risk, you know, and that's something that we talked about in these different market cycles. You guys hear me talk about market cycles, you know, all the time. And, you know, sometimes, well, it can be very devastating, double rare. By the way, pausing the conversation there, I only have 5 packs left. Box 2 has had absolutely nothing. This is, I mean, dude, where's, even our SRs for the box? Like, box 2 has nothing in it. Literally nothing. Like, where, like, what, okay. All right, 3 packs left. Okay, there we go. Okay. Again, there's no kind of doubting or questioning the art style or the quality of the card stock or the coloring and foiling remain some of the most beautiful high quality cards in the trading card world. So that's never really been questioning on Weiss. It's just a matter of, there's so many variables that people don't take into account with card games. And with Weiss, you know, you have not only the, there we go. So last 2 pack, there we go. Again, Weiss, it's about the cards, the art, the IP and the anime, how the market feels about it, the release cycle, you know, what kind of market conditions are in it. There's a lot of, you know, things that go into calculating whether or not these boxes, you know, hold value or the cards become desirable. And of course, you know, the synergy between, you know, a Tokyo card set like this for even playability and deck building, you know, are they going to have other, you know, sets in the future that are going to be compatible with deck building that can be used in conjunction with this set? You know, my instinct says probably not. Probably not. You know, compared to, you know, a HoloLive or a JoJo or something, you know. There's a lot of other variables, even when it comes to playability, that, you know, are taken into consideration long term, okay? There we go again. Box 3, gorgeous. Man shrouded in mystery there. So again, we are pumping out SRs, as some people remind me in their video. These are definitely 2 SRs per box in these. So the last box, did we sell? Yeah, it was the end of the video, I think. So we'll see if we can actually get any actual real hard to get cards in these. So anyways, that's something I really want to emphasize with everybody, because I don't think enough people kind of take into consideration. Because usually on a Weiss video like this, most comments and people are just going to kind of post in the comment section like, you know, Rudy's an idiot. He doesn't understand. Nobody wants this crap. You know, Weiss is going to 0. Who does this except Rudy? You know, you'll get very generic stuff of people who aren't really in the industry or aware of the details of certain, another double rare, of the value or the chase of Weiss cards, for example. It's a very real thing. It's been around a very long time, which, again, we'll get to in a second. The reason I'm bringing this up, because Bushy Roads has all kinds of announcements for this next new generation of Weiss cards. I guess we can go to that. Well, wait a second before I touch into that. So I like to kind of try to have real conversations about this stuff, besides just, you know, people who make fun of it, or people who just say boobs, or the people who just say, oh, this is a terrible anime, or, oh, nobody plays this, or, you know, one of the weakest things about Weiss is people who aren't familiar with it, they look at the cards, and they're like, oh, it's screenshots from anime, you know, it's kind of lame, which I agree with that. I'm not the biggest fan of just, you know, close-ups and screenshots that don't really, you know, feel special. But man, the chase cards are so good in Weiss. Oh, it is by far, the chase cards are the most, they are the king dingling of what makes, you know, Weiss boxes and long-term. And by the way, look at that, I just saw that little triple rare hide in the middle there. Ladies and gentlemen, beautiful, beautiful. Again, the cards in this set, even the triple rares that are considered a nice chase, they're not very expensive. Now, at the same time, there's not very many of them on the market. We've talked about this in other Weiss videos. I said, you know, what if I took you know, $5,000, $10,000, which I don't even think it takes that much, and I just wiped out the supply of a random Weiss set. You know, what would that do to the market? What would that do to the steel boxes? Do the steel boxes still remain super cheap and nobody wants them? Because like people say, oh, well, Rudy, you can push the price up and do whatever you want, manipulate it, but nobody wants it. Doesn't make any difference. You know, do we stay in that attitude, in that kind of camp of just, that's just what it is? You know, I'm not really sure, you know? That's something that, you know, we don't have any data on. I'm not really sure how it would work out long term, you know? So by the way, box 4 already. Kent, we're averaging, like I said, last box, triple rare and SR. So we are averaging our 2 hits per box in Tokyo, and that is where it's at. So I guess we're, okay, SR again. I keep hoping we're gonna get something bigger. I feel like the odds are pretty favorable. We should. Again, we're doing 6 boxes, hopefully for one good hit here. But let's talk about the future here. Let's not focus too much on Tokyo. Let's kind of, the Revengers will let kind of be, but I just want to talk about what's going on. So Bushiroad is in the process of kind of putting the platform in place for the next era of Weiss shorts right now. And they're announcing new configurations and new kind of designs for their boxes and less packs and less cards, which I believe, again, is their attempt at raising prices and creating more value, trying to make the cards more expensive is I think what they're going for in this lower print run era. Number 2, yes, they've redone the website for Bushiroad and Weiss, and they're trying to modernize everything. I also do believe that Weiss is trying to figure out a way to kind of, you know, this is my personal opinion, I think Weiss is trying to figure out a way to raise prices in demand of the single cards instead of having sets collapse. And I think they're trying to kind of figure out some kind of configurations and designs. I believe this is why they're trying to reduce the number of cards or packs, and so that it's kind of tougher to get certain playable cards, maybe just regular rares and double rares, and they're going to try to, they're trying to make the cards more desirable. So I almost want to say they're trying to make the cards more collectible. That's what I think they're trying to do. And they don't want to, you know, they know kind of how many cards set. Oh, I thought we had something. Weiss has an idea now. Every set they release in the last 12 to 18 months, you know, the print runs are pretty similar to each other. There's not a ton of them. Obviously, some Bunko Babes or Hololive is always going to have a slightly higher percentage of demand and print run, but overall, I think they're pretty... Weiss knows the average print run they're doing. They know the demand, so they can get a good forecasting, they can get a good vibe for the cash flow, how many things are going to sell, how successful a set's going to be. So now, based on that data, they're trying to figure out a way to make some of the cards more desirable, and they're trying to print less, but without dropping revenue. They're really, there we go. They're trying to really put some effort into it. Again, we have a different triple rare over here. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Look at everybody looking at you like that. A team where each person protects everyone. Very cool triple rare there. So again, we're averaging the same 2 hits per box. We have, just a friendly reminder, we have not hit any of the crazy stuff on here. If you look over here, we've got the SSPs, Super Specialty, and Tokyo Revengers rares, also known as the Traverse TVRs. We have not hit any of those. Again, we've only done 4 little boxes, so I'm hoping we can at least get one of those. And Kent, you know, again, appreciate you being a very kind patron. And I know you've been waiting patiently. You're kind of in the, you just happen to draw the luck of being in the end of the box opening queue here. But I do hope, again, the key on a good Weiss video is we want to at least get one major hit. And doing a 6 boxes in quantities for Weiss, the odds are pretty favorable that we can actually, it's like 50-60% chance we should be able to get one decent hit in a 6-box video. Ooh, there we go, triple rare. So time leap, that is our 3rd triple rare. At least we're not getting duplicates also, that's kind of nice. So that is kind of what I deem makes a good or bad a Weiss video, is whether or not we can actually hit one of the heavy hitters. Right now we have not. And I will be very honest with y'all, unfortunately, the SRs and even the triple rares and the SRs, unfortunately, in Revengers here, they are not super desirable. They are not super expensive. Unfortunately, there is not much value. Any form of value or really financial chase or collectability as far as non-playable cards is going to be in your, well, your kind of, that art's kind of funny, is going to be in your super chase slot there, which is going to be your, kind of your Tokyo rare, as they call it, or obviously your super SP chase slot. I don't know if we're actually going to be able to pull one of those off. So I don't know what all this means for everybody who's into Weiss and the prices. I just want everyone to be aware. We're a couple months out from them deploying this new box and pricing structure of everything. And I don't know what kind of impact that's going to have on the secondary market and stores. Everybody expects certain quantities and certain prices, and we've been doing that for so long, and then we suddenly shift that. I don't know if the market's going to, there we go, if the market's going to initially reject that kind of thing, or everyone's going to be open, or I don't know. So again, we got Last Wishes over here. This is another, we have not, at least we're getting a variety. We've done some box openings on Magic and Flesh and Blood, and man, we get this duplication like crazy. But that's really nice, okay. All right, here we go, everybody. Wow, really? Last 3 packs. Well, unfortunately, everyone, I hate to tell you this, but we are getting ready to go into the last box. Hoping for a major hit, but double rare. Not looking like we're going to get there. So, and that's really about it. That's all I really wanted to say on the market and everything going on. I guess as far as my opinion, just remember, folks, if you're a Weiss fan, I've been a big Weiss fan now since 2018. So I've been in the Weiss for about 6-7 years now, and collecting some of the fancy chase cards and the sealed products and everything. I've been in this for quite a while. I've been a really big fan. I haven't really changed my attitude or anything on it. I still think there's tremendous opportunity in Weiss, and for some reason, I don't know why, whenever I do like a video on Weiss, because I know most people on this channel aren't Weiss people, but you just kind of watch it. It's just fascinating how people just aren't familiar with it, and a lot of people act like this is some brand new card game or something. And people just, I don't know, it's very weird how the internet, I don't want to say like closed-minded, but it's very interesting how the internet makes very quick assumptions on things, and the way people on the internet kind of comment or things when they have no idea, you know, what Weiss is or what's going on, or people act like this is a brand new card game. I'm like, dude, do you guys not realize how many sets and how old Weiss is at this point? This is a card game that's not, oh, there we go, beautiful hit. Ooh, very nice hit. All right, very nice, Kent. Look at that triple rare. The old First Kiss, that is a beautiful one there. Again, I don't think any of these are super expensive or desirable. There we go. There we go. Absolutely beautiful. Awesome, everybody. Way of the Delinquent. Excellent. Kent, we did get ourselves, ladies and gentlemen, there we go. TVR. How many TV? I think this is 12. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Again, even in this, I don't think these are $500,000 chase cards, but I still think they're like $100 or $200 chase cards. Very nice hit. We actually did end up getting one. Oh my goodness. Okay. Fantastic, everybody. Holy crap. Okay, that's awesome. See, that's, to me, that makes the whole video worthwhile. And again, we're still supposed to get regular, I would expect still a regular SR, a triple rare. We should still get a regular hit inside of this box also, but man, that is what I'm talking about. Holy smokes. That one moment is always what makes this stuff worth it. I always tell everyone the same thing. And I don't, hopefully get one more thing, but I lost my sense of concentration now. Man, we hit that one super hit, and holy crap, what was I talking about? Dang, I forgot everything now. I don't know. I was going to say, like, I was going to try to predict, to give you guys my opinion on what's going to happen with these prices and things, but it's impossible to know. There's so many variables. I've seen Weiss sets stay flat and do absolutely nothing for years, and then all of a sudden, like, after it's like 5 years old, it just triples in price. I've seen so many weird things in this card market long term. I want to actually, you know what? I want to give you guys a quick little fun example here, because I'm ending the video, and I know it's a Weiss video, so literally no one's watching. What was funny is years ago when I first got into Weiss, one of the first sets I had bought into was Persona, and then Tin Megami Tensei or something, and then I got into the Batman Ninja and Adventure Time, were some of the first Weiss boxes I bought. Okay, and when I bought those original Weiss boxes, everybody made fun of me. Everybody thought Adventure Time and Batman Ninja were the dumbest things, and I still have like a sealed case of these things, Adventure Time and Batman Ninja, all that stuff. And I actually sold one of my cases a little while ago, and and it's like, you know, instead of like $50 a box, it was like $300 a box. And I had one patron buy a case. I think it was Batman Ninja or Adventure, one of the older ones. And back then the cases were 16 bucks instead of 18. And well, do the math. $300 a box times 16 boxes for a sealed case. Incredibly expensive, incredibly rare, an incredibly a special thing. And I just want to remind everybody, when that product had come out, it didn't do good at all. Like, Weiss was very unhappy, Bushy Road was unhappy that like a Batman Ninja Adventure Time, kind of a US kind of cartoon anime character type of IP, just didn't do well in the United States in English. It was bad, okay? And I remember people hated it. It sold bad. It was cheap for years. And anyways, then I remember there was like this 12-month window after years later, maybe in the 2020, 2021, 2022 or something. And like these $50 Batman Ninja boxes or Adventure Time boxes just went up 200, 300, 400% in like 3 months. And now to this day, they've just sat there. They don't keep going up. They haven't gone back down. It's just market set a new price and it sat there. And I want to just lay that out. Not saying Tokyo, Revengers can do that, but I just want you all to be aware when you deal with this stuff, going by graphs and charts and Bollinger Bands and moving averages and all kinds of silly technical analysis and lines every which way, just remember, markets are irrational. They're unpredictable. And no matter how much time you spend staring at graphs and charts on TCG Player and sell-through rates and everything, markets can do things that you will never predict and never be ready for. And you have to understand that, okay? Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you all have a beautiful day out there. Kent, thanks for being a very kind patron. All the cards are headed your way. Thanks, everybody. Life's a beautiful thing.